Hello guys, welcome once again. So there's this information circulating on the internet and it's about one lady be a friend of Rashida Black Beauty and a prophet your friend Elisha no hunsem and a BP internet no swa or it is alleged on the internet a black Rashida Black Beauty accuses of one says sebi wareno a hunsem wa platform we so amede abram Munaguchi aba be react on so chire mu say amanfo the similar stories ayeden aba nanim concerning pastor Elisha na ebusua nsem ewo ho prophet Kofi Oduro on the other hand waba be react to the issue media ho nsem ebra Ghana gossips platform we so we a new viewer may just over subscribe over like over share wadwe we a share video no na afoforo so into me and shebi inti this video began circulating voice audio a TikTok live emu and Rashida Black Beauty eba be make some statement be mu say papa a friend Elisha and mo amunim secret TV on YouTube no you know this man I'm talking about ochira sa papa no sebe Charlie it chop am sa wentuaneka na the only man you kai said of one day man was 1,002 aside that no so for one man is kabiaye so for one make some promise to her na so for no am fulfill promise no na ebusua in some Rashida Black Beauty e kan wo video ni mu no ano odin papa yentie enye dey enfamra.
Rashida, Ghana line, and never painted the Calito, my Canitiawa, how much I wish I won't cry on one body demon, Bonitia Maya, because Ghana will lie.
Me post here, no, testing me back. Not me send me picture, man. Now me send you there, I mean, Kofi can out a question, I will break. Video me, and me send the man.
Okay.
No, so okay. I'm waiting for you. You see that day, no. Aside from me, say, where have you reached? Nothing do, baby. I'm to know my.
Was it all waiting for you? Or hey, I was waiting for you. I wanted a car, so bank
drop. Okay, try me sign
Brand cry. Okay.
So I'm first occasion me say a person me.
Okay.
But Abraham, unlike Abraham. So now I'm me question no catch me question and so on Abraham the only one.
Okay.
I'm so okay. This is me question. Answer me question ko plantain chips we have been share me by build na me question. Even in so me ko do ya no so no. Okay, send me the message I send video. Okay, I have stood there, sir. You are not coming.
What's what chair? Why am I not the man? And what trust our chair was our man to a coffee. If you buy that to a coffee, to quite best of us, I would die.
Yeah. So I called him many times. My friend, I have to find somewhere.
Okay.
I'm so okay.
It's a baby done. Oh, have an apple die. Or can't a baby done or baba letter and every channel. And then I will die.
Oh, I chumota overroad nice was if you are crackers overhead. Okay, then it's a car crank or crammy
overhead. That's not what I said. Guest house or an hotel.
Guest house.
Okay. Okay. It's a time better or buy our no but die.
By 10 to like
10 pattern and answer you let 10.
11 to 12.
And you let another.
Okay.
Etu oba e na no woro wo no ko die na say one am a wo kwa no die and I dey see ye me enti ase.
Oh, you're right. Dari. Nyame, ono.
One na start say wo woro ho.
Yes, yes. As first thing now, the Kankashwa minister, don't tell anyone. We have to keep this secret. Mom, it's okay. It's only to me per one. Or it's me need to crank as I mean, it's coming to me. Okay, so it's me. I grab by me to the other one or a blabber.
It's a one e die na obedu no Rashida.
Baby, me sister. Wallahi prince asame tisho because that man medical baby so no February ko di min kamenko okay some message me the test me say if I knew this will end in this I won't accept that.
No ka say asawo ni kura enya sa 12 million no de ma won. Yes, me wi am ma le wa ye ne ayi video ayi na ma post.
Ofai ka show me say e ma ni po mo be bo am mpe ajen kwasia fo mo be bu mo
Onu so wa diu.
Now Rashida Black Beauty babe kasa na no anso ho Monaguchi ono so de ne voice e babe ade Monaguchi e cheche mu se enye Rashida Black Beauty nkwa story e na efa papa na e friend Elisha no ho eye prophet Elisha ho na mmom no ono Monaguchi no wenya stories bebre de fi amanfo ho mo cheche mu se the man no imma bebre ho mo ware ho. Let me put it in quotes. In my baby or home or yomo na onu Monaguchi no or yes or babe ka ho nsem a na manfo aba na o mababe pacho na waye din na manfo aba be pacho na waye din ebusua nsem Monaguchi e kan in addition to Rashida Black Beauty ni nsem no live on TikTok no yentie eno so enfamra
Mona
Abraham.
So why now? And that
obi ani akuma
that me ana
obi
Mona.
akuma for live no so nya
Muna we dey part Muna
we 2024 we
me kind of back door this sort of what down.
Dabi enye fa. Elisha Charles de we ase enye ndo. Na me okanta na me yedu mo okanta mo ba na wen. Mo ba mo fra wen be so. The number of times Elisha apa wen ya cho ama wen here be pa me cho so. Wo de wa pa cho ya ma ne sometime ne so be sesa.
Yani so fun so odi nkura papa.
me pa cha wudi Mona
bra what's up me fa evidence and send do me say the audience akwala me say
Mona to bu Mona ukasa ukweso bekasa
Mona na asembi so bi asembi pono.
Yeah, na osofo bi de obese o de nitie na de bia o de yeden o de mo amo so ma na mo so sisia mo fa ne say sa young girls no mo so Elisha de me o so be bi store ama me o di mi wie ye me friend na won fa me kwa sorry ho no ma no ma ne bodyguards afo no o ma ide o ma to me achene ana so ma ye me say mo wan na ko ye wo ya ketu aka mo betina so
Mona wo dey tobo Abraham be from me from back door ni ye dey
Mona no kran na me ba ni say something say odi ma that be ya o
Into ebusianfo senya mote ye no Monaguchi and ordin the style of the story about betudwa na ebusia if this is true then things they happen in your mouth koso if this is not an allegation na say ye no krenko ade a chale na say sisi ano asofudie ni e fa ne sen wo beti edin akese we ye prophet or ye minister or ye say or mobile system ni mo as time goes on now tititi nsem enye se wakwa ko wi obi a you go take somebody in wife enye se you obi ni wife a different story na ade eno na prophet Kofi Oduro aka TME ba be react to the story now or chechum say onti asese people claim and call themselves say they are men of God so low key omu din samfun omu din sambone na ono kra prophet Kofi Oduro no make statement say nti ananse onje asofofo bebre endi obeti we see me a minister me a prophet me a evangelist me a say ono no say nti onje sankrofo ni ndi ni na ne say sisi ano omni na no mu din samfun ewo ya mefie na insem a prophet Kofi Oduro kan no utie nsem mu ya out say this is a direct shot in reaction to Rashida Black Beauty and then one time about internet also with a pastor Elisha. Yenti prophet Kofi Oduro and famra.
That we want them to learn because they are doing too much there that it calls for a lot of learning. And God, expose us to that level of ministry. You can't compare what they are doing to many of the work that is in Accra. You can't. But I love the way they don't make too much noise about their tools, but rather they allow their work to speak for them. Yeah, I think that there are too many empty barrels in the sense of people boasting of false gifts and things that do not really exist. Sometimes we boast of the numbers, we exaggerate. There were 5,000 people in church. Meanwhile, the building can take only 500 people, and I don't know who we are trying to impress, honestly, because this generation is an impressive generation. It's trying to always impress. Most of us will take pictures and put it on Instagram, and the captions are exaggerated. Somebody traveling to Techimai or Sunyai Airport and take a picture and say that, well, your niggas are on their way to JFK. I didn't know that Techimai and JFK is there. And so it's interesting how, because that's the language the generation understand. Ladies can understand it very well. Maybe let me say most ladies can understand it very well. When a young man is boasting of nothing. And, sometimes I wonder how they fall prey to it. Last night, there was some little breaking news on the blog I was reading before I slept around 2 a.m. And on the blog, they were saying, one of our friends, a young man that I know here at the pig farm, Leo enticed a lady from Kumasi, been sleeping with a lady for some time now, and he has a wife and children, all that. I'm talking about prophet. I'm a prophet for you. I don't want to disturb my own self. I have made it there are many people in this country, I don't believe in them. I believe strongly that God has not called them. It's not like there are two categories of people that I don't believe. The group that God never called. Yeah. Then there is the group also, my good friend, good to see you. There is the group also that God called, polished, gave them some lovely grace, and they have digressed. And the digression is purely sin. Sin. Now sin has become normal. When you live a life where your conscience does not speak to you anymore, what didn't move for you, the moment you come to that point, you are on your way to hell. This is where the devil is. Has no conscience, heartless, conscienceless, that kind of people. There are people who boldly can come from their boyfriend's house to the house of the Lord and receive communion, and they find nothing wrong with it. But I love Psalm number 1 of my very favorite scriptures. Blessed is the man who does not walk in the counsel of the ungodly, who does not, stand in the way of sinners, nor sit in the seat of the scornful. His delight is the word of the Lord. He meditates on it day and night. The Bible said that he might observe to do, according to all that is written there. He shall be like a tree that is planted by the rivers of water, whose leaves will never wither. Whatever he does in a season, he will produce fruit. Similar to Joshua chapter 1 and verse number 8, the word of the Lord will not depart from your mouth. You will meditate on it day and night, that you may, observe to do according to all that is written therein. And then shalt thou make thy way prosperous. And then thou shalt have, it's a condition, sweetie. The fact that you came to church doesn't mean you will be blessed. I'm telling you, many people have been. I mean, I have been with my mother in my mother's church. I don't want to mention names. I mean, I have seen my mother's friends. Many of them have been in the singing group and been in all kinds of groups and all that. When you look at their life, nothing to show for. So, because, you know, when I look at this kind of exaggerated life, so I believe that we need to learn, and Paul said it very nicely. He said, covet the best gift. In other words, learn from the best. Learn from the best.
Things they happen, no, if this thing continues happening, the bitter truth be say, the youth, no, Jimmy. As time goes on, when the youth strike, sorry them, no, the youth don't want to come there again, because in someone what it no, sorry wim, and one sema betty, sorry wim, and one sema betty, like it's becoming too much. It's becoming too much. Why the same no? A then and I'll dream for home. I mean, who are doing our comments anymore? Subscribe, like it. Now share your video way for more updates. A Dino, the name still remains Ghana Gossips.